Hello, my name is Patrick Ochebo Jr. and this is my strategic planning and policies presentation. The first part of my presentation is the explanation of part health integration of the basic elements of professional discourse into technical completion artifacts. And the first part is to make an analysis of the audience. The first part is to know the type of audience I'm dealing with. And one is required to document a strategic policy and plan. It is essential to have knowledge, the type of audience who will read or use an artifact for technical communication before developed. One is to take the audience's area of expertise, level of knowledge, area of interest, and any impediment. They might have to compare the document before they consider it. And the second part is to make a customization of the contents. That once audience is known, one needs to form the content in a way that it will be particularly made to their tastes and requirements. One needs to use language vocabularies that the audience will be comfortable with, as well as avoiding English jargons or more technical terms that might confound the audience. And the last part is to make an examination of several types of learning. It's essential to know that each individual has several types of learning. For instance, some people prefer learning through a hands-on exercise, while some people choose a textual explanation or a visual aid. And the second part of the part of inclusion of the basic elements of professional discourse is the writing processes. The first part is to pre-write. The step is to list the primary goal and idea of the artifact of technical communication. One is to arrange any message in a logical way after the determination of the most essential mission to deliveries. The next part is to make a creation of the writing draft. If a format is that is suggested is there, one is one needs to continually use that to create the material. One also needs to verify the accuracy of language, clarity, and coherence. In order to support the main idea, one needs to add a description that is succinct, an instance and illustration that is appropriate. The last part of it is to revise and edit. One needs to take moment to examine the draft and focus on content and style. Furthermore, one needs to make edits and revisions that are necessary to improve clarity, readability, and correction. Finally, one needs to focus on punctuation, formatting, and grammar to enhance the general quality of the artifact. And then next part else integration of basic elements of professional discourse is the design element. And for the first part of design element is use a visual aid. An appropriate chart, graph, and an infographic needs to be used to simplify concepts that are complex since they can enhance the completion of a message. Align your visual aids with your speech in terms of order, content, and tone. This alignment ensures that your audience is focused on you, the presenter, while not getting interrupted by the visuals. Furthermore, when one is working on a book that is polished, he or she needs to keep using visual layout and style. The second part is to use a format that has consistency. One needs to use the same format throughout the document. One also needs to utilize the same font style, and other types of elements to have a polished appearance. And the next part is the consideration of accessibility. When constructing the document, one needs to take into consideration that every person, including disabled people, need to have the ability to access it. And next my presentation is my 3 to 5 year strategic, operational, and tactical plan of management, as well as the evaluation of the security solution. And the first part is the comparison of threat landscapes between 1 to 2 years. Threats that affect healthcare industries. Several healthcare and hospital facilities are facing the increase of a data breach and cyber attack. Healthcare industries are very susceptible to those attacks because of their vast collection of patient information that is sensitive, a limited resource, and the need to communicate with the medical technology that is specialized. And the second part is the development of risk assessment. Based on the information above about particular threats to the industry of healthcare, part out that identified it as and made an assessment that the potential loss of exposure might exist. As, as a result of this, partners are implementing control measures, including access control, encryption, cloud storage, a phishing campaign, and endpoint security. All of those measures are reviewed and recorded. And the last part is the framework of security setup. Part Health is establishing a framework of security which includes basic network protection and asset control, the development of procedures and plans, the commencement of training of employees against phishing, firewalls, and making sure that there are backups of data. And the next part of my 3 to 5 year strategic operation tactical plan of management is the assignment of part health maturity in cybersecurity in 3 to 5 years. And the first part is to choose a framework that is established. Part health to use the NIST and CSF, including the HIPAA, to establish a framework of security that is compliant and strong. The next part is measuring the level of maturity in cybersecurity. Part health to implement a penetration test in a regular assessment of security, review compliances, data, national, and to implement a phishing campaign. The documentation of cybersecurity strategy. Part help to establish a development that is comprehensive for a cybersecurity standard and policy, standard policy and policy. And the last part of it is my 3 to 5 year strategic operational technical plan of management in 5 years. And the first part is that part to implement periodic maintenance system reviews. Start from the beginning to ensure that all measures of security are established to reduce attacks and threats. The last part of it is part to complete the tried structures by ensuring that repeated training is established and every employee is in agreement with the continuing plan of their business. And the next part of my presentation is how I can identify, formulate, and solve computing problems by effective communication with several audiences through written and oral skills that are professional. Communication is essential for solving several kinds of problems. Communication that is professional is better at resolving a computing problem. Better to use the following below to identify those problems, which is building a culture where we accept the fact that not everybody has tech savviness. Creating environments where each user can feel free to discuss their computing problem. Having a written copy of communication for each user to fully explain their computing problem. Working on getting positive and negative feedback and trying to improve. And the last part is investing in the organization's department of computing to get the best device for the organization's users. And the second part of how I can identify, formulate, and solve complete problems by effective communication with several audiences through written oral skill that a professional is. In order to resolve computing problems, partner to take measures such as the creation of a workshop where each user can attend and learn how to resolve the computing problem, the creation of a bring your own device policy, which will give each user comfort when they're using the devices, the creation of an environment for an environment where each user can feel comfortable even though they're not computer savvy. And the last part is the purchasing of computers that are easy to use. And the last part of my presentation is how the 3 to 5 year InfoSec plan aligns and supports Patel's mission and vision statement. And Patel's mission statement is to protect, promote, and enhance the health qualities of each individual and community. Patel serves through the effective usage of information, evidence-based prevention method, leadership integrity, promotion of the quality of health and partnership. The 3 to 5 year plan of InfoSec is in alignment with Patel's mission statement since it is designed to safeguard the CIA triad of their PRIs. Pat Health has the belief that the data of each customer needs to be safeguarded, not only for compliance but to prevent consumers from any type of harm. Part Health also believes that if each customer is assured that the data is safe with Part Health, it will give them some peace that assists in the process of their health restoration. When a customer worries about the security of the data he or she shares with Part Health, the process of healing can be a long one. I will not meet Part Health's goals and mission statement. In addition, the 3 to 5 year InfoSec plan happy to cover the security and protection of particular devices that uses apart health, such as bring your own devices, networks, laptops, scanners, and servers. And this plan safeguards those devices and their peripheral so that the specialists at Patel can secure, enhance, and promote the healthcare quality of every individual community that Pat Health serves without worrying about security. This is the end of my presentation.